Hello, my name's Steve Tamayo. I'm the cultural specialist for the NICE program. And so one of the projects that we've been working on during this time was to actually create the 7 containers of the plains. And so these are rawhide containers. They're made out of rawhide, which is a hard skin. And so if you look at drums, you look at shields, this is the material that we're utilizing. And so for us to create these 7 containers, it depends on the purpose and the function in which we're creating these containers. And so I stated earlier that we could put drumsticks, our bonnets, or arrows inside of our cylinders. We also had a box that was introduced, and the box can be whatever size you need the box to be. And so here is a U-shaped container, which was commonly used for our women and all of her tools that she would need. Right here is what we call a flat case. And so if you notice, all of our designs are incorporated in the back and in the front. Like our cylinder here, there is no front or back, so our designs are actually in the round. This one, once again, is an elliptical. The elliptical holds our feathers, holds our pipe stems, anything flat that needed protection is what we would utilize this container for. And so, once again, this is the envelope. The envelope was commonly used for our jerky. And so when we would butcher and the buffalo and the elk and the deer, we would slice that meat really thin. We would put it on drying racks. They would look like strips of bacon. And so that's why this container would be nice and flat. And so inside, once you open this up, you have wings. And so the wings actually hold the food inside. And then we tie it down. And so commonly we would actually place this container outside in what we call a cache. A cache is the hole that's buried outside of our lodges. And so we would place rocks on top of there so the critters, the varmints, wouldn't escape with our meat. And so this container right here is a woman's bag. The woman's bag would hold a lot of her own personal items. And so these are the 7 containers of the plains. And so from Canada all the way down to Texas, from Minnesota all the way over to the Plateau Basin area is where these containers were made. If you look at the symbology, you look at the color concepts, you look at our designs, they all vary according to whatever tribe is making these said containers. And so if you notice, all of these containers are made out of natural items. It's just skin, whether it be the hard rawhide or the buckskin, the brain tan hides. A lot of times we would also bind these containers up with real sinew. This is muscle fiber from the buffalo. And so a way for us to make the holes a long time ago was to actually soak the hides and then use bone awls to puncture the holes in. Later on, Europeans came over, made their way here. They brought trade items, and one of the trade items they created was an awl made out of steel forged metal. And so once again, it's really sharp, designed. The purpose and function was to puncture into that hide to create the holes that we needed to braid and put our containers together. Thank you.